man, they sent through their stuff a little late, but just got through a new flick called Influencer, which ain't gonna lie, I did have a little bit of pause about, but just checked it, right? It is directed by Curtis David Harder, who co-wrote it with Tesh Gatti Konda. The film is produced by Curtis David Harder, Tesh Gatti Konda, Brandon Christensen, Jack Campbell, and Micah Henry. Um, we've got music by Avery Kentis. David Schumann is cinematography. Rob Grant and Curtis David Harder edit the piece. Megan McCauley, production design. Farsina Kabir Pafwi is on art direction. Costume design is Madison Canal. Makeup is Pauline Dunstan. Sound visual effects, we've got Joe Bakua, Dominic Busia, Elliot 14, Christopher Lam, Zach Attar, Brandon Christensen, and Tony Coppoli. And our cast. Well, we have got Madison, played by Emily Tennant. Her boyfriend Ryan is Roy J. Sapper. CW is played by Cassandra Nord. Jessica is played by Sarah Canning. We got Rupert, played by Paul Spurrier, and Jay, played by Justin Sams. So the gist is this. While struggling on a solo backpacking trip in Thailand, social media influencer Madison meets CW, who travels with ease and shows her a more uninhibited way of living. But CW's interest in her takes a darker turn. Ooh, right? So, as I said, look, there was a little bit of before checking this out, just because, right? With a title like Influencer, it's going to be a social media kind of centered storyline. And oh man, like a lot of films, TV have tried to do a thing with it, and it always comes off as heavy-handed and just a little pretentious, you know what I mean? Stupid. But we've seen it done well. There's the thing, we have also seen it done well. There's been Deadstream, right? Superhost, Shook, all Netflix originals, right? All very good films. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have to have an open mind with these things. And yeah, this film, fucking creepy as a motherfucker, right? Creepy as a motherfucker because we know things happen when you go traveling, right? Which always just makes me a little uneasy when, girls go traveling on their J's because so many crazy things can go wrong. And dudes, right? It can definitely happen to a dude too. You know what I mean? So you're watching this and it's just that trepidation. Also, it's funny because it's that typical thing, right? We start off with Madison, all of those, hey, guys, having a great time. Woke up to the sunrise, blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as the camera's off, she's just like, ugh. She's having a miserable time, not enjoying herself, which, it's partly down to her too, right? Because she's just lying by the beach, by the pool even. You know what I mean? She's not trying to go on excursions or anything like that. So, but yeah, that's the thing with traveling. Sometimes you travel better with someone else, right? It's that energy that you go off of. But we see all of this, and then there's the meeting with CW, hmm, who comes across nice, right? Comes across nice. Like she helps her out, which there was a point of me during this film where I thought there was something going on with that situation, right? I thought they might be doing that, but you know, well, you'll find out when you watch it. But yeah, so they meet like that, and then there's just fast friends, right? Fast friends. But unfortunately, she's meant to go home the next day. But due to circumstances, she ends up staying, right? And yeah, I think there's a lot of messages up in this film. Like, you know, maybe listen to people when they say things because sometimes shit ain't a joke, right? Sometimes shit ain't a joke, son, you know? But also, there's something that Madison says early on, which definitely had me thinking, right? Had me thinking about certain scenarios and stuff like that. And I think I was thinking that something might come a little earlier, right? It might come a little earlier in this film. So it was interesting the way it did all unfold, right? The film is kind of split because we're following a few different people. Like there's the Madison thing, then we go to Jessica, right, who is another influencer. So that whole story plot, and like with that one, again, you're thinking it's gonna play out slightly differently, and we see some interesting things there. Then, yeah, we get someone else, and then we have our conclusion quarter. So it's nicely put together. And I think the big thing with this and the problem that often comes with this sort of, you know, film when you're looking at a subject like social media, they're oh shit. Actually, there was one about a taxi. God damn it. It was like share ride or you ride or something like that. We looked at it, I believe it was in 2020. It's yeah, that was really good. That was a nut because I remember the guy was streaming what he was doing on social media. That was very yes. That one was very good as well. You should definitely check that out. Not very helpful because I can't remember what it was actually called, but very good. We interviewed um the director. Oh my god. So yeah, it's one of those ones, right? It's one where we got the interview as well. And yeah, I feel it was in 2020, you know. Maybe it was 2021. Hmm. Yeah. One of the two. One of the two for sure. Anyway, oh, I know tangents, people. Yeah, like a lot of films will go too over top with the way they're dealing with it, or like playing it mad woke, or you know what I mean. But this is dark, right? And it's very tempered, so like it's not crazy, which makes it even more believable with what's going on. Right now, there is one thing though, right? I think you well, I know you will know if you had sex or not. Just saying. Just say. Like, as I think definitely with a dude, right? There's condom, no condom. You know. you know, right? Because there's all, there's stuff in a condom, right? So yeah, you know, right? It's a craziness, but yeah, it's very tempered, and so you believe everything. It's played out so well. And we have some really good performances here, and I mean, hats off, especially to Cassandra Nude, because like she has to be friendly and upbeat and nice and then chilling, right? And cold and calculated. The way she does CW is pretty fucking great. I mean, yeah, she killed it with this one. Yeah, I'm sure people are gonna watch that performance and be like, "Oh, we need her in our stuff," right? Yeah, I'm sure she's working very well as it is, but yeah, that's a great performance. And as I said, everyone does very well. Like Rory J. Sapper as Ryan, real good performance. Because again, it's very, you know, layered, right? In the first instance, we see him and he's kind of like brash and cocky, but it changes throughout. Right? Emily Tennant does a very good job with Madison, you know? Right? You definitely believe that she's doing this influencer thing, right? And Sarah Canning as Jessica, more reassured, right? But still, you know? So, yeah, great cast. These performances really do make the film, right? Because if anyone, doesn't deliver, it's just not going to be the same, right? So, yes, the film drops Thursday on Shudder, so people definitely go check it out, especially if you liked, Shook and Deadstream and Superhost. Yeah, definitely check it out. Or if you like Spiral, right? Which I feel Spiral was like 2019, maybe. But it was another one of Curtis's films. He just directs that one. But yeah, if you like any of those, I feel Influencer will speak to you. Really good cinematography, some great shots, very scenic. Makes you want to go, right? Makes you want to travel, man. But yeah, be very careful who the fuck you talk to. You know what I mean? All right, people, check out Influencer.